Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, Penny, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jordan. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And some space here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there for Andy. And even 50 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Colts at 8-8 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Colts are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. just shy of the 20. Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, nice move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a goal.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, kick it, field goal time.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And some room to maneuver. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
A give for Taylor running right side. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. In motion left goes Cooks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Quiddy Pay. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Alan Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
At the Texans' 29-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Texans take over first down again at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that should change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Shaquille Barrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack on first down, Herbert out route to Hill, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Herbert now. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
6. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives. And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man is Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Quiddy Hay who made the stop coming off the edge. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Touchdown, Texans. Justice Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Marquise Goodwin. A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Colts.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 167 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up the end. And we are tied in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. Touchdown.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Herbert going to throw.
That is caught by Anderson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 18. Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Again, it's Penny. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Houston, they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally...